Well, I'm really excited. It's hard to believe the event's 2.5 years away. That will go very quickly. So an opportunity to really talk about the President's Cup this early is pretty special. So with us today is Steve Stricker, a captain of some President's Cup teams and Ryder Cup teams, but obviously a fantastic PGA Tour player, great pedigree. I know his family's involved in golf as well, but also Laura Neal, our Executive Vice President of Brand Communications from the PGA Tour. So the chance for all of us to really participate, Laura to talk about really the global business of the PGA Tour, Steve obviously from the competition side, having been a captain, having participated and played at Medinah in 2012, and then from my perspective, it's really about what the President's Cup will do in terms of economic impact and everything about it as it relates to an event here in Chicago. And when you think of the global nature of the President's Cup and the international side, whether it's Asia, Australia, or South Africa, South America, all those things, Canada too, this is a great city to attract international visitors in addition to that hometown crowd that'll root on the USA. So really excited because I think Chicago, specifically Medinah Country Club, will be a fantastic host and will probably generate one of the biggest President's Cup we've ever had.
It's an exciting time, and to go to a course renowned with history, you know, like Medinah, and I know there's been some renovations there. Excited to see those. I haven't seen those yet, but you know, it's just a couple hours from home for me. Just excited for the event to be here in the Midwest. You know, I think maybe the first time in the Midwest too. You know, it's a great event. Both teams are excited to be in it, to play in it, and you know, Chicago, what a great place, what a great city for it to be the host.
Well, I think for me, when I got the phone call from the PGA Tour and asked if I'd be interested in participating and help run what could be the biggest President's Cup in history, how do you say no to those opportunities? And I've had a chance to do some really cool things in motorsports, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Daytona International Speedway. I've lived here in Chicago 3.5 years, early in my career building Chicagoland Speedway down in Joliet, so I jumped at the chance to be part of something so special. And when you take Medinah as the footprint, 318s, phenomenal clubhouse, what a great place to host an event. And when we're done, Medinah Country Club will be the only course in history to host a PGA Championship, a US Open, a Ryder Cup, and a President's Cup. Pretty special, and I'm excited to be part of the team.
Yeah, it's an unbelievable spot. You know, the whole layout, the clubhouse, everything about it is first class, and a lot of room for people, spectators to come out and watch. Inside for the players is awesome. It's great. It's like I said, the locker room is, I don't know, maybe they haven't changed that, but that was kind of old school. It's a neat place, and yeah, it's just a wonderful facility that's been around and hosted major championships over the years. So it's a perfect spot for the President's Cup. You know, Chicago sports fans are one of the best, so they're going to come with a lot of passion, a lot of rowdiness, I'm sure, all for the U.S. team, I hope. And but it should be a great spot, a great environment for the players to play in.
Well, obviously the Montreal event here in September coming, we're going to start to see the rankings and who might make the team and how Mike Weir builds out that international side, probably with a lot of great Canadians, it being a hometown event at Royal Montreal. But you'll see us do some more activities over the summer, the reopening of Medinah number 3. Obviously a multi-year, multi-million-dollar renovation. It will provide a phenomenal test of these great golfers in a couple years for the President's Cup. But with that reno, I mean, the fact we can talk some new holes, some things that haven't been seen before, and then obviously really enjoying the Montreal event, but right after that, having the baton handed off to us to actually run the event in 2 years. So I'm really excited about that. Obviously, when we get into the 2 years and closer, we'll name the captains for our teams, both international and USA. And then in the fall of 2025, we'll do Captain's Week, where they visit us and actually spend a week here in Chicago promoting the event. So a lot of great things planned over the next couple of years.
I think when you put two teams together, that a lot of these guys play a lot of golf together throughout the year. A lot of them are friends, but when it comes down to it, they really want to beat each other. And we've had a great record in the President's Cup over the years, but it's always been highly contested each and every year. And I see probably no different, you know, when it comes to Chicago here. It's going to be a tight match, and it usually comes down to a couple swing matches throughout the course of the Sunday competition. But we've had the upper hand, which we want to continue, but it makes for a great event.